Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to NIPS Home School. Hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. This is Kamrun, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 5, today I am going to take your Bangladesh and Global Studies class, and today's topic is Chapter 9, Lesson 1 and 2. And dear students, from today we will start our annual term. So this is new chapter and it is included in your shortened syllabus. Chapter 9, that means our responsibilities and duties. Our duties and responsibilities. Today we will discuss lesson 1 and lesson 2 from this chapter. So all of you take your Bangladesh and Global Studies book and go to page 70. Let's start our class. So at first we will discuss lesson 1, that means our duties to society. So you can ask, what is duty? Okay, so duty means duty implies on some obligation, okay, or moral commitment, which a person is expected to do or perform. And on the contrary, responsibility refers to the liability, which is accepted by a person as part of their job or as a part of their role or position. So there is a little bit difference between duties and responsibilities. That means duties refers to the obligatory work, or it comes from the moral ethics, or you may be bound to do some work that is considered as duties, otherwise you might get punishment. And responsibility means you are expected to do those things. It is your responsibility. You can be you can be questioned, or you will give the answer. It is completely depend on you whether you will do the task carefully or not, just like this. Maybe I can give you an example, like duties. Submitting homework is your duty, otherwise you might get some punishment or penalty, like you can do the homework 2 or 3 times as a punishment. And responsibility is doing the homework carefully or attentively. It is your responsibility how you will do the homework, carefully, attentively or inattentively. Okay, let's start. Our duties to society. This is lesson 1 from this chapter, chapter 9, our duties and responsibilities. Okay, in chapters 7 and 8 we knew the equal rights of people in this society. In this chapter we will know duties and responsibilities to our society and state. So in this chapter we will know about the duties and responsibilities to our society and our state. Now look, here are some suggestions for how we can make our society a better and safer place. So there are some suggestions, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 suggestions. Let's read. We love and take care of the younger ones. So if there's maybe there are younger members in your family, you will take care of them. Will not harm anyone, so we will not harm anyone okay, in the society or in our state or in our family. Will obey the rules and regulations of society. So in every society there are some rules and regulations you need to follow. So if you don't follow the rules and regulations of the society, there will not be peace and harmony. So the question can come, why do you need to obey the rules and regulations of a society? So what will be the answer? You will answer that it is our duty or responsibility towards our society to follow the rules and regulations, and if you want to live here peacefully, we need to follow those rules and regulations. So you will make your own answer. To support the helpless and destitute, that means the people who are weak, who need some help, they are called destitute. Okay, respect the older people, so you will help the people who need support or who need helps, and you will also respect the older people. There are many older people in our society or in our family also. There may be grandparents in your family, so you will respect them and you will also help them. Protect our local society amenities such as parks and playgrounds. So we will protect our society amenities, that means the parks or playgrounds, that means the parks and playgrounds are considered as the property of the state, but actually this is our amenities. We go to the park to work or to play, we go to the playgrounds to play with our friends. So it is our duty, our responsibility to take care of these amenities or of these properties. Now be safe on the road. So when you go outside, or when you go on the roads, you will be safe, you will follow the rules, and we will read about the rules or how you can stay safe on the roads in lesson 3 in this chapter. Be aware of stranger danger. So this is very important. If any stranger approach you, what will you do? We will try to save ourselves, we will be conscious about it, and we will not open the door to the stranger. And if any stranger offer you something, you will refuse it. You must you must refuse the offer. So, and you will try to avoid talking to a stranger. Okay, now look. So there are 8 points. All of you will read this. Those are important. Fill in the blanks, or matching, or short question answer, or broad question answer. Anything can come from these points. So all of you learn those points, the suggestions, how you can make your society a better and safer place to live. Now look, there is a story about a boy whose name is Rakib. Read the following story about Rakib. Rakib went outside alone to play with his friends. Night fell, but Rakib did not return. Rakib's parents informed the police. After 10 days, the police rescued Rakib from a village. It is known that 2 strangers took Rakib to a shop and gave him an ice cream which made him unconscious. They took him away and kept him captive and asked for 10 lakh taka as ransom from Rakib's family. So this is a story of a boy whose name is Rakib. He went outside to play with his friends, but he did not return home. And night fell, and his parents become worried. That's why they informed the police. And after 10 days, the police rescued Rakib from a village, and he was kidnapped by 2 strangers. At first, the strangers came to him and took him to a shop and gave him an ice cream. And when he took the bite of the ice cream, he became unconscious, and they took him away and kept him as a captive. And then they asked 10 lakh taka from his family. So now look, this is the stranger danger. An example of a stranger danger. So you will not open the door to the stranger, and you will not go anywhere with the stranger. You will not talk to the stranger, and you will not accept any offer from the stranger. This is very important. Now we will go to our next page, page number 71. Now look, there is a picture of an old lady. Now look, older people may need help. There is a picture in your book, page number 71. Now look, there is a question. The question can come. Now look, do they need help with food? Yes, of course. Or question can come. Now look, how can you help the older people in your family? So how can you help your older people in your family? Yes, we have discussed in our we will discuss it in our live class also. And now look, we can bring them the medicine, we can help them to take medicine, and we can wash their clothes, or we can take them to the park, or we can read them the newspaper or the storybook. In different ways we can help them, we can look after them. Okay, so if there's any older people, older person in your family, you will try to help them when they need. And there is another question. Now look, answer in short. What should you do if someone you don't know approaches you? I have told you, that means if someone you don't know approaches you, what will you do? You will try to avoid them. You will not speak, you will not talk to that person, or you will when a person approaches you, at first you will try to avoid them tactfully, and if it's possible, if it's necessary, you will just talk to them a little bit, and you will try to go to the nearest safest place. Okay, and if you meet any suspicious people, I mean if the strangers look suspicious, you will inform it to your parents or the person who is, I mean the person who is near to you, I mean close person who is near to you. Okay, now we will go to our next lesson, health and safety at home. Now look, there are lots of ways to avoid accidents at home. So there can be accidents at our home, and how you can keep yourself safe, we will know some suggestions. Now look, be careful with knives and scissors. So when you work with the knives and scissors, you will be careful because those things are very sharp. You can be on yourself by those things, knives and scissors. Then don't touch electric switch with wet hands or bare feet. There will be feet, you can write it down in your book, it will be bare feet. So we will not touch electric switch or electric wires with wet hands or bare feet. This is very risky, you will get shocked, you might get shocked. Okay, label medicines and bandage pesticides so they don't get taken by mistake. So it's very important, we will label our medicines and pesticides. Now look, pesticides are poisonous. So if you take pesticides instead of medicine, what will happen? Yes, we all know, we will fall in trouble. We can fall in death also. We can die or we can get sick very severely. So we will label medicines and pesticides. Now look, turning off gas and electricity after use. So we will turn off the gas and electricity after use. That means we will turn off the switch of the fan or light, or the burner or the gas. Okay, now next point, be careful with fire. So when you work with fire, you will be careful. While what will happen, there can be an accident, you can burn yourself. Okay, you can burn yourself. Now next point, don't open the door to strangers. So we have discussed it, we will not open the door to the strangers. Okay, have a first aid box at home. So if you have an accident, a small accident, you need a first aid box to give the person a primary treatment. Okay, now look, these points are very important. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 points are ways to avoid accidents at home. And number 7, have a first aid box at home. If there's an accident, you can give a primary treatment to that wounded person or to that person who needs some medication, treatment. And if the accident is severe, very serious, you will meet a doctor. So these points are very important. Question can come, short question or broad question, or fill in the blanks also. How can you avoid accidents at home? And now look, there is a box, first aid box. So a box or a first aid kit. And you can ask, so what is a first aid box? This first aid box supplies the necessary equipments to give a primary treatment. Now look, what you will get in the first aid box: thermometer, scissor, antiseptics, bandage, tape, cotton wool, etc. Okay, so these things will be found in a first aid box. You can also keep there other things, some medicines or tablets of the fever like Napa, etc. Okay, so what is a first aid box? The box which provides or supplies the equipments of the primary medical treatment. Okay, now we will go to next paragraph. Here are ways to stay safe outdoors. So now if you want to stay safe outdoors, outside your home, you need to follow those ways. Now look, be careful if climbing on trees or walls. Now look at the picture, there is a boy who is falling off a tree. So when you are going to climb on a tree or on a wall, you will be careful. Next one, be careful when playing near water. So if you play near water, you will be careful. You will not go. You will not go near water if you don't know how to swim. It is very risky. Don't play on the road. So you will not play on the road because there can be an accident. There's the possibility of accident. The vehicles can come from both ways. So you will not play on the road. You will play on the safest place. Now be careful to cross the road. Now look, there is a mistake. Careful, there will be one F. Okay, cut it. Be careful to cross the road. So when you are going to cross the road, you will be careful. And in our next lesson, in our next class, we will know how to cross the road. There are some rules to cross the road, and we will learn it in our next class, that means in lesson 3. So these points are also very important. Question can come, write 3 sentences or 4 sentences to stay safe outdoors. Okay, so you will learn those points also. Now we will go to our next page. We will do this one. Now look, section D. Okay, a first aid box help us. A first aid box help us. How? A first aid box help us to, we can write here stay safe, or you can write anything else, to stay safe, or you can also write a first aid box help us to provide medical treatment. Okay, dear students, now look, at first you will go through lesson 1 and 2, and then you will do homework. This is your homework number 1 in the annual term. In this term it will be homework number 1, and you will make 6 fill in the blanks from lesson 1 and 2 of chapter 9. From these 2 lessons you will make 6 fill in the blanks. Okay, and the submission date is 10/7/21, that means 10 July. That means in this month, 10th July, that means our next Saturday, you will submit your homework. This is the submission date of your homework. Okay, dear students, so all of you go through lesson 1 and 2, then you will do your homework. You will make 6 fill in the blanks, and you will submit your homework on Saturday, that means 10th July. So dear students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood our today's topic. All of you do your homework and submit it on time. See you again. Allah.